Alrighty, welcome back with the game again, the game that we have just left off with the last one after we had some sort of technical issue or something and they just decided to drop last player. Anyway, we have Keeper Light and Crystal Maiden already into the game, nice and loaded up, nice and early. Getting right, it's really right and rock and rolling. I have no idea what I'm saying at the moment. Anyway, getting ready to play in loving memory of DCC. And meep moop. Meep moop. Meep moop meep moop. But we're just waiting on the last pick, which was, if I can't remember, was a Medusa. So now that they'll be expecting that level 1, well, that really early pre-game, what do you call it? Slark has been picked. It looks like nobody has actually told him that he's meant to play Medusa. Well, it looks like we are going to have to make our third remake again. Okay. Looks like we're just going to play with the Slark, however, so no Medusa, it's going to be a Slark. Anyway, pings have come out already for this, for the Ancient Pit, so they're going to want to do something there. Very early, anyway, he knows what's up, he's there. The smoke is up again for the Dire too, so they are going to be looking to go there. Little do they know that there is one little anti-mage here who is going to spot every single one of them out. Bear is going to get spotted. Keeper Light is going to get spotted. They're going to chase this anti-mage who will get away. Will get away quite easily because there is actually no route on the... Alrighty, let's get started again, and I'll introduce the teams because we did that in the last game, and this game is actually a different game technically, because there is one different hero. Anyway, let's get started. Homebrew is going to be playing the Mid-Spectre. On the PL we have 5. Anti-Mage is going to be picked up by Puddinghead. On the Phantom Assassin we have Sophie. Slark is going to be played by Claves, who is meant to be playing Medusa, but he's going to be playing Slark instead, so... Smallcat is going to be playing by the Shrek. Sniper will be picked up by Vivi. I don't know how you pronounce that. I apologise if I pronounce it incorrectly. Mush is going to be playing the Lone Druid. CM will be picked up by Angus DeBull. And on the Coddle we have Logical Scope. Alrighty, so if we get started, we have some pretty early aggression by the Spectre actually. Going up pretty early on this Sniper, but Sniper's doing a bit of damage. As he does. We do have our aggro tri-lane on the bot lane, on the bottom lane again, so it's going to help. This is pretty much a 2v1 because you do have the Lone Druid and his bear, which is quite fun. Does have his orb up at the moment, but it's going to happen. Creep Equilibrium is in favour of the Radiant this time, so maybe they'll get a few more last hits than what they did before, and I'll get the last hits and denies up. Actually, Sophie's going to get going on. She's going to take a lot of damage, and it's going to be First Blood! Taking a fair bit of damage there. With the Frostbite into the Stomp. And while we have Lone Druid dying on the top lane. So he's taking a bit of damage there. It's going to be an interesting game with this Slark instead of Medusa, so... Now, meanwhile, we have Sniper taking a lot of damage from the Spectre, so this is a completely different game from the get-go. Which really is really upsetting, but it's what has happened. Illusion Room being picked up by Homebrew. He's going to rotate towards the middle lane, going to try and do something. Do a few hits on Vay, maybe? Maybe. Vi is going to just kite the illusions around the tower and they are going to die, giving a little bit of space for Spec. Slark pouncing on the Lone Druid. Anti-Mage coming in. He's going to take a lot of damage, this Lone Druid. In fact, he's going to drop. Clay's picking up the kill on the Lone Druid. That is another kill on him, which is really, really upsetting for the Radiant, because they had such a strong lineup in the first game, but after the die, I apologise, but meanwhile we have a very, very, very early push on by the Radiant. Slark coming in, he's going to pounce on the Leshrac, but Leshrac's going to drop the stun, and there's going to be one kill going to the Phantom Assassin, I believe it was. It was the Phantom Lancer, in fact, picking up a kill. Keep it alive, getting a kill on Slark, and Sophie just getting away with a little nick of health, being able to, well, as I said, just get away. Anti-Mage having a bit better time now. I mean, look, he's now level 4, so he's having a much, much better time up here. With the early rotations from the Slark, it's actually proving quite deadly for this offensive tri-lane. They did pick up the first blood, but besides that, Logical Scope has 2 kills, if we have a look. 2 kills and the 0 deaths, but there have been 2 deaths. PL throwing out a few nukes as well as the PL and the PA, I should say. And they are going to continue pushing down this tier 1 tower, taking a lot of damage there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Doing a lot of damage to that tower. And Sophie actually getting extremely out of place, getting caught out there. Frostbite into Leshrac's stun, doing a bit of damage. Meanwhile, on the top lane, we have Vi going on the Spectre. Spectre is not going to get caught. He has his bottle, so he can do a bit there. But this bottom tier 1 tower is going to drop. So, in favour of the Dire there. So, if you could say it has been a very successful aggressive tri-lane, because they did what they wanted to do. They wanted to push the early tower, and now they're going to start rotating. Leshrac is hanging around bottom though. We've got CM still here too. PL putting up, doing some wards. Got no items at the moment. They still have normal donkey. Lone Druid getting dived underneath the tower, and Slark with the Slark and the Anti-Mage combination just going to work. Meanwhile, we've got Coddle and Sniper pushing down the tier 1 mid, and CM doing a bit of damage to the Spectre, but Spectre's going to turn right around, throw out the Spectral Dagger, and go for it, but decides to back off when he sees the Sniper coming. He's going to get spotted in the middle, he's going to pop that ultimate, not quite do anything, and is going to get headshotted by the Sniper with a few auto attacks, finish off the kill. Coddle a bit late there with the dive, but that's what happens. The tier 1 mid is actually going to get denied by Anti-Mage, so very well done there. Moving around a bit, making himself a bit more dominant. It looks like Lone Druid has been forced out of lane and is going to have to go into the jungle. So, actually Sniper going for that level 1 shrapnel, which is not something we often see. We normally see the take aim and the... We often see the take aim and the other thing. What's the other thing? The take aim and the headshot, and then just going for massive amounts of damage. But the shrapnel will help with the early game push. Tier 1 is actually has fallen in the top lane, so it's surprisingly that they got a tower this early. The Radiant. They are looking to push this tier 1 top though, with the damage that's behind them as well that they can do to towers. Like, this is just an amazingly strong tower pushing team. I'm surprised they actually picked it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So it looks like they can't do much to defend this. They're going to continue pushing down too, because there's not, like, there really isn't much that they can do. Like, they can try and defend, but, like, really, what can they do? Shrapnel gets thrown out, but the back backdoor regen is going to continue to regen the tower whilst that's underway. Bear is in the front in the Call of Duty. Diabolic Edict gets thrown out as well. The stun's just going to miss the Slark, but the Anti-Mage is going to drop with that Frostbite. Spectre using that ultimate. Meanwhile, Sophie getting picked up for a double kill. Well, for a double kill for the Dire. Slark just leaving on the littlest bit of HP, but this tier 2 tower is going to drop. At this point they could probably continue pushing, but it looks like Logical Scope is going to rotate back towards this middle tower to stop against the Spectre push. Spectre is level 7 at the moment. Cottle, level 5. Not a bad effort. We have a look at the levels for the game. We are paused at the moment. But if we have a look at levels, we have a level 8 Sniper, level 3 level 7s on the Radiant, so doing quite a bit there. And then all the rest are level 5, except for the level 4 Sophie, who is playing the Phantom Assassin. Phantom Knights are going to push this tier 1 tower at the bottom lane. They might want to look to rotate towards that. They've got Spectre coming in, probably going to pick up this haste room. Meanwhile, we've got the rest of the Dire just sitting in mid. Looking, probably to look to push this tier 2 tower. It'll be a fairly decent trade if I can get a tier 1 for a tier 2, that's for sure. In fact, they have pinged out that they want to go for this tier 1, the tier 2, sorry, and then they will rotate towards the tier 2 bottom as soon as they get it. But this 5-man push is just way too strong. There is nothing they can do against it, really, the Radiant. Well, what can you do, to be honest? Like, there's just nothing. But they are going to try and get a trade the Radiant. They're going to try and get this tier 1 tower. It will prove unsuccessful though, because there's just not enough damage. Compared to the Radiant, they really don't... compared to the Dire, they really don't have enough damage to be pulling down the towers this early. Whereas the Radiant have just been drafted this. Like, it's... the Dire have just been drafted the lineup that they have. It's just really, really odd. Surprised we didn't see a Death Prophet, to be honest, but... Slark is going to jump in. He's going to pounce on the Sniper. Frostbite is going to get him, but he's going to use his bubble stuff to get out. Keep it alight, throwing down his Illuminati. It's gonna get the kill on the Slark. Leshrac dropping at the same time though. Anti-Mage coming in, picking up the... Anti-Mage coming in and picking up the kill on the Sniper, and picking up a double kill on the Lone Druid. Now the focus is towards and Keep It Alight, who he's not quite too sure what he's going to do. He's going to try and teleport out, and he will just make it. Surprised Spectre didn't try and ult in on top of that to try and... to ult in on top of that to try and get that to help finish off the kill. Which they didn't get in the end, but anyway. The score is now 9-8 in favour of the Radiant. But at the same time, they have lost 5 towers compared to the one that the Dire have lost. So this early game is going to be quite... This early game is exactly what the Dire want. It's just ridiculous. It's really fast. The towers just drop like no tomorrow. And what can you do? Slark in a really, really good position to try and jump on someone. The ward is not going to spot him out. So... Slark coming in from behind. He's going to look to jump on the Leshrac. He does. The stun comes out, but then Slark is able to get out of it with the Shadow Dance coming up as well. That is a dead Leshrac. The 3 dropping quite low actually, but Slark just a bit too close to the Sniper to get hit by that headshot. So 1-for-1 trade, and the Sniper is going to continue down on his tower. Look, picking up a Shadow Amulet first. He's looking to go for a Shadow Blade, but it's a really odd choice because he's got the Shadow Amulet first. Normally people go for the Claymore, but I guess you can do whatever you want when you're playing this aggressively. Sniper picking up the last hit on the tower. That is all 6 tier 1s and tier 2, well, all 3 tier 1s and all 3 tiers 2 down. It has been signalled that they want to go for the push up mid. Few pings on the Roshan. Might want to do something there. Looks like they are going to get ready to do it. Will they be able to do it in time? Is there a medallion up? I'm not too sure. A medallion would help quite a bit, but I don't think there is. There is a mech on the Coddle, however, but there is also a Lone Drill Bear, which would be able to take most, if not all, the damage. It has been spotted out by the Radiant. There are pings to go on it. The Dire are going to have to back off from this one and try again soon when the Radiant aren't sitting outside the pit. Animage coming up nice and close. Will probably get frostbitten. In fact, he is. Leshrak's going to use that stun. No, not quite, but the headshot's going to come in and pick up the kill. Slark coming in. He's going to pounce on the Leshrak, but Leshrak's going to use his ulti. He's going to drop him down nice and low. He's going to escape, but Roshan's going to bash him. Spectre jumping through the middle, trying to get what he can, but losing his life as well. PL, ooh, just gets hit by the Illuminati. The Illuminati, the Illumination. Illuminate, even. But that is a 4-for-1 team wipe, with the Dire being able to pick up the Roshan here, so this will probably merge into a straight up push mid, and maybe even a GG. It's not too short, it's not too certain what they're going to do, but it could be it. Sniper picking up the Aegis, in fact he does, he's got his Shadow Blade now too, so now he finally has an escape mechanism for when the goings get tough. I'm going to push up this tier 1 middle. The tier 3 middle, sorry. I keep getting my tiers confused. Tier 3, I always think the tier 3 is the lowest of the low. But anyway. They're going to go for this push up the middle. The tower is already down to half HP. There is no backdoor protection for that shrapnel. They're going to push it down. The Illuminate comes through. Absolutely cleans up the creep wave, and there goes the tier 3 tower. They should turn this into a Rax. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're going to. By the way, this is only at 15 minutes, so they are already at the melee barracks trying to get it down. Illuminate just missing the Animage. Slark going to jump in with the power. It's going to hit on Logical Scope, but it's going to get turned around very easily. Animage jumping into the middle of that, not being able to do much. Sophie also with Animage, but just can't do anything. Slark is going to jump on the Leshrak again. The stun's going to come out. He's going to be able to get out. Leshrak's going to walk out, but the Phantom Lance is just going to come in and pick up the last hit with his the Phantom Lancer thingy. I don't know what that's even called. Spirit's Lance. Haha. Ahaha. GG has been called, in fact. There's not much you can do against this early game push. It just makes it so hard to really do anything. But that is the 4th game for tonight. GG being called. Absolutely buggered, but it has been very fun casting. There might be another game coming up. I'm not too sure. We're not too sure what it's going to be either. But this has been the 4th game tonight for the Southern Cross Dota in-house gaming. I am Ice Cube. Please stick around in case something does come up again. If not, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon, no doubt.